When everything changed, I had you. When my heart was rearranged, I had you. When I hit rock bottom, babe, I had you. When I thought I'd been forgotten, babe, I had you. When I faced all my fears, I had you. And when I thought nobody cared, I had you. I wouldn't look at myself initially as a musical performer. I looked at myself as a thespian and a writer. But I'm ultimately a performance artist of mixed medium. So I think the possibilities of each of the possibilities that are the art forms. So the possibility of poetry is the possibility of language. The possibility of music is more so the possibility of vibration and sound. But if you're dealing with the spoken word, you're dealing with vibration and sound as well. So obviously they cross paths in that way. The melodic voice versus the percussive voice. So I think the thing that would draw more difference for me would be the industries and formats that poetry or music are performed on. But I think their lines blur. Because they work very, very well together. One boosts the other. You know, you can get a great piece of music, an outstanding piece of music. If you can add to that a height of poetry, of spoken delivery, or even in its song form, you can take yourself to a whole different place. Well, funnily enough, deaf poetry was pretty much why I was going to the States in 2000. Myself and Marsha was to go out to interact in a broader stage, as is set in the States with regards to performance poetry. So actually getting onto deaf poetry and first within Floetry was very interesting because we were on as the musical guest, which was funny to me. The celebrity musical guest, Floetry. It was great performing there. We did a couple of different spots. The first one I think was my favorite, where we did Everybody Heard, which was really an original floetic piece that was written for the poetry stage. And then we went back and we did Fantasize, and finally I actually went there as I'd become solo. So I went there just as the poet, the Floacist, and that meant an awful lot. But all of them do. All of them is a great environment, great place to not just meet new poets, but to see legends in legend status that are there, and also to just, it's heaven to me to be in an environment that is poetry positive and friendly, and performing poetry live is an evocation, energy and aspect. Like I said, it's taking that theatre, that live alignment of word sound power, but it's channeling it through even more so because of the fact that you're going to find that 99.9% of poets write their own poetry. So you're dealing with a full alignment and channeling of source. It can be a very spiritual experience. It can be a very realigning experience. You can come out of the room and not really have too much to do with everything and land back afterwards. You can travel, you can grow within a poem. You can do a piece and be like, I'm never doing this piece again. I've outgrown it, or I don't agree with it anymore, or you can find out things. It's very interactive. You can think that a line is going to be so perfect for the people, and then something that you weren't so sold on really raptures. I can't imagine my life without performance poetry. To be quite honest, the feeling is quite amazing. It isn't always a great feeling. It's always a grand feeling. But sometimes that feeling can even be something that makes you want to go and sit in the corner by yourself. But it's such a serious evocation. I love it.
Whatever you want from me, you know you got it. Whatever you need, baby, you're gonna get it. Oh, you got me forever. Oh, you got me forever.